kind of like the same game as last year a little bit. How offensively we just kind of beat ourselves up a little bit in the first half with penalties and turnover, just stalling drives. And they got off to a hot start, and they got a big play on us, and they came out all jacked up, and their crowd was into it. But, you know, we stayed poised at halftime and just regrouped and just came out and just played UNI football there in the second half. And, you know, when we do that, we're pretty tough.
Number one, South Dakota State is a good football team, and we knew this was going to be a grind. I had to try to spend all week to convince these guys that, you know, we'd come off such a great game against Iowa State. Could we fire on all cylinders again 2 weeks in a row and come on the road to do it? And this is actually a tough trip, coming in here the way we did. So we've been up since 8 this morning trying to make our way here and to get on the football field with South Dakota State. But I thought the first half would be, I don't want to call it lethargic, I thought it'd be very competitive, very strong, and I just hope that we would be in the ball game and in a close position as we were at halftime.
Two more questions.
And I'd take the 14-13 at that time, and then I thought we were in good shape in the second half. Well, Corey Lewis in the last 2 weeks has been exceptional. We lost Darian in that first football game, and we've had to put the total running game on Corey. And Corey stepped up to the challenge against Iowa State, and he had to do it today, and he's playing with a bad ankle. I think the numbers might have been a little bit better if he would have had his speed, but you could see they could run him down because he's pulling that one bad leg. But Corey's a gutsy player, and he's made our team move the chains, and we're very fortunate. We've got Eric, we've got Corey, we've got an offensive line. I think our defense is playing well. We're very fortunate to have the team that we have right now playing the way it is, and very pleased with where we're at right now. And talking about South Dakota State only, South Dakota State is a heck of a football team. I watched them play Youngstown and watched them play Western. Those are two good teams that I know are excellent football teams. They played the heck out of them. They just played the heck out of us. That is a big team and a well-coached football team. The Great West, I've only played this team out of the Great West, so I can only speak for that. But I do know the Gateway Conference is very, very talented. When you see Southern Illinois go to Northern and win, when you see Northern Iowa beat Iowa State at Iowa State, you can go right down the list. You see Youngstown and Illinois State played in the semifinals last year against each other, or in the quarterfinals, play the right to play Appalachian State. I mean, you can go right down the list about the level of the league. But to me, it's you got to win our league to get to do what we need to do. But Great West versus Gateway or Big South or whatever you want, it doesn't matter until you line them up on those final 16 teams, and we'll find out at that time. I believe is one, he studies the game. He does have a great individual coach, and he's got a great offensive coaching staff. But I really think what's making this thing go right now from all years past is that he's got a core of receivers that he understands and that understand him. And when you put a coach and a quarterback and receivers together in that kind of combination, you can really see that you can see him kind of do surgery out there as far as finding the opening, and it makes it a lot easier to go for it on fourth down and throwing the football. When you have a quarterback that can make the decisions that you need him to make. And coming into the Gateway now, this team will compete very, very well in the Gateway Conference. And what your coach does with what he's works with right now as far as the resources he has, he's done a phenomenal job. That's a good football team.